Wow, what a beautiful, vibrant map full of exciting POIs, landmarks, and just interesting things to discover, to play with, to do all sorts of crazy things with. If only we had it in creative mode. Okay, well, we actually have quite a few of these things in creative mode. Greasy Grove, Tilted Towers, Chonkers Speedway, Sanctuary, Command Cavern, the Fortress, all of those we already have in creative, which is a great start. But what if we had more? What if we had items and props and such from Rocky Rails, from Condo Canyon, from the Daily Bugle even, you know, the product placement POI? Imagine if we had those in creative. Wouldn't that be crazy and totally unrealistic? Well, yes, they would be crazy and totally unrealistic, and yet, thanks to somebody getting them in creative, it's now possible for a select few people who are lucky enough to... well, goodbye. As I was saying, somebody managed to glitch these props into creative mode, and I've managed to get my hands on them. Now, you may have seen my Save the World video a few days ago, so I would like to reiterate, if you haven't, these props really shouldn't be used in published maps right now until Epic gives the go-ahead. Now, Epic is usually fine with unreleased props from Battle Royale appearing in creative maps, as long as they don't have special functions, and you'll see why I say that in particular later. But if you happen to get your hands on these, you should be okay. I also want to stress that I will not be distributing them myself. I don't do that. I don't give out props. I'm not going to be like, oh, please subscribe and I'll do a giveaway. No, I'm not giving out props because I just think it's a bad idea to abuse my power and give out these props when Epic probably isn't a fan of them getting widespread like this. But alas, I have them, so I'm going to be showing them off today in this exciting video, and this is not going to end well, is it? Come on. Come on. Let me be the go-to Battle Royale. Come on. Wow, I'm just amazing. Oh, you want a piece of me? You want a piece of me? Hey, I'm shooting here. Come on. There we go. Wow, I'm just the best at this game. Okay, chapter 3 time. Let's have a look at the props that I've got. I've got some interesting stuff, some not so interesting stuff, but I think we're going to start over here actually. Now these are like the Easter Island sort of Moai stone heads. These were added in chapter 1 season 5. They were all around the map, they had rifts on them, they had lots of chests. These were some of my favourite just random things. Then they were all removed in season 6. One came back, I think near Greasy in season X, and then one is now on the map in the tropical area in chapter 3. So these are just cool little things. We do actually have some stone heads in creative. We have a snow one in the ice house gallery, so I'm just going to pull that up real quick. There it is. There's actually two. There's one that's not very happy and one that is very happy, so let's just turn him around. And we've also got one in the Sunny Steps gallery. I think it's called like Jungle Temple. Yes, in the prop gallery we've got a nice guy. He's a very small guy, so if we size him up a bit, you can see that neither of them are quite like the ones that we have here. But yeah, they're just cool. Right, moving over here, now that we've got this is from Rocky Reels. This doesn't actually have a memory, but yeah, I can imagine we'll eventually get Rocky Reels in some shape or form in creative, but yeah, this is just the sign. It's pretty cool. We've got this, which I believe is from Shifty Shafts, the new version of Shifty Shafts. We've got some more of those props over here. We've got the minecarts, we've got just a normal empty minecart, got a minecart with gravel, minecart with like desert rock, and then two more minecarts that sort of have... oh, these are actually connected. Okay, so that's like two, that's one. We've got this sort of hut, and these pieces which come from Stealthy Stronghold originally, and now they're in the Joneses. We've got these Camp Cuddle signs, which are quite nice. We've got like this sort of Cuddle Team Leader, Broken Heart, or Share the Love event, whichever you remember most. These 7 pieces, these are like war pieces. You can see there's like a barricade, a broken barricade, and then sort of like a... I don't even know what this is, sort of like a bigger barricade that usually has like a turret or something behind it. Got a supply line from, I believe it's Synapse Station, and this big oil tank thing, that's also from Synapse Station. We've got the Butter Barn sign, which is really cool. Come on down to the butter... I killed him. Moving on, we have a Condo Canyon sign, which is really nice. This gives me like not Pleasant Park, what's it called? Paradise Palms sign vibes, either the Welcome to Paradise sign. We never actually got in creative despite getting the Paradise Palms buildings, or most of them at least. We've also got Sleepy Sound. I really like these sort of signs that introduce you to the poo ice. I think there might be a few more on the map that I just don't have here, which are nice. Glassy Condos. Now this is a really nice sign. Okay, you can like stick it to a wall or something, because it's like not got a sign behind it, it's just the text, which is quite rare and creative, which is really nice. That's also from Condo Canyon. Over here we've got Party Royale props. We've got this sort of speaker, we've got this target, which is quite nice, some flags, some poles, this map, which is actually quite cool. We don't really have any maps in creative. Got some other pieces which I believe are also used in Rocky Reels in the arcade building, like these I think might be, and this like music note here, which is quite a cool thing. Got these nice little signs here, which are quite friendly looking really, aren't they? This Mecha Team Leader sort of loading screen has been turned into a banner, which looks really cool. Got this sort of motorboat thing, like icon, which actually looks really dope. It's like animated and stuff, which looks really sick. Now moving on over here, we've got some more war stuff from season 2. We've got the IO version of these sort of barricades. Oh, no, this is the 7 again. Okay. Well, I do have IO versions, but I guess I managed to lose them somewhere. We've got the 7, I think these are like crates, which are really cool. They're like redesigned versions of the standard crates that you see, which are like more uniquely shaped, which looks really cool. That's like the 7 crates there. We've got the IO flag up here. Ah, here it is, the IO barricades, the IO crates, which can be found around the map, and the IO like turret thing, as well as this missile, which looks quite disastrous. Now this is a nice prop. This is the armored battle bus, but not the vehicle version that you can drive with the chonkers and stuff that we have as a device. This is actually a prop version that you can break. This is from Synapse Station, where the scientist is basically creating the battle buses, and it looks really cool. Got this broken version of the prevalent Joyride car, as well as the OG Bear, which were both added this season. They're like just broken down versions of the cars, which can be found just dotted around the map in like destroyed war areas. We have the IO drill in creative, true, but this is a special one as it has this scanner on the top, some kind of sonar thing that's sort of opened up here, as well as the dirt or sand on the treads here, which looks really cool. Now here we have 2 IO truck trailers. Now we do have the flatbed trailer as part of the Command Cavern prop gallery, but we do not have these special trailers, which are literally just the standard trailers. They even have memory values, so I assume they will be coming to creative at some point. But they're all black, they have these cool stripes, and they have the IO logo both on the outside and the inside, which is just a really cool thing. So I hope we get these in creative officially at some point, because they look dope. Now finally, for the most exciting things of all, we have actual working rifts and these pine trees that also work. So firstly, the rifts. Now these are so cool because they're not teleporter devices, no, but these are actual well, that is a bit of a spoiler, but yes, the rifts do work, and for some reason interacting with them like that makes you use one, which is quite interesting, so I'll make sure not to get too close then. Yeah, so they actually work like rifts from the Battle Royale Islands. Now I want to see if you can size them up. I haven't tried that. If you don't accidentally fly into it, yes, you can size them up, and yes, it does look really, really cool. Look at that, that's actually dope. Okay, so moving on. Yeah, so these are just the rifts that were first added in Chapter 1 Season 5, stayed throughout Season X, returned in, I believe, Chapter 2 Season 4, and then again in Chapter 3 Season 1, so that's really cool. Now we've got these pine trees. Now as you can see, there's a bit of a missing texture bug here, which cannot be avoided. It's always at that height, so if you move it down, it's also there again. So we just put that back up there. But these are really cool as they actually work. You can actually knock them down, and the logs and the stumps can both be moved around. Now originally when these were first leaked, you couldn't move the logs and the stumps around in creative, like when you've knocked it down. So they've updated them for creative a bit, which makes me believe that we may actually see these in a future update, which is just going to be super cool. Like you can properly lag out your game if you just put a load of those down. Here we go. I had to load up a different map, but as you can see, there's also the 7 crane, this big 7 doorway. I'm not sure if that works. I think this is from Synapse, possibly, as well as a bunch of these crates. I don't actually know where these are from. I just got these. These might not be of any importance, but I wanted to point them out anyway. Now this is special. The Daily Bugle props, and there's a few of them. Like, this actually is genuinely cool. Now these are licensed props, so of course you will never be able to use these in creative because they only release licensed stuff that they have the full rights to, like Pandora from Borderlands and Rocket League stuff. We've got this nice little computer here. We've got these cool, I don't think this is from Daily Bugle, I think this is Command Cabin, but we've got these like computer screens and things. These are all from the Daily Bugle, I believe. At least some of them are, and they're just super dope. So yeah, these are never going to get released because these are licensed and you cannot publish a map with these in, so don't even think about it. Also, Abe Lincoln from that one creative map from last year. So yeah, that was all the chapter 3 props that I was given. Obviously there is some stuff that I was not given, and that has been leaked, but you know, there's a lot of interesting stuff here, and just like my Save the World video, I'm going to try and build a mini little area just to demonstrate what some of the props could look like if we had them in creative. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. Now, obviously this took me like 5 minutes to make, so obviously with a bit of time and dedication you can make something so much better that doesn't use 2 prefabs. But just using some of these cool props we got, like these wall props and this sort of drill and the flags, and over there we've got the Moai head, we've got the buses in the ground, we've got the destroyed cars, we've even got like a supply line of trains going across. You can make some really cool creations if they decide to release these in the future, which I think eventually they probably will, right? Like, that would make sense. And Epic's been getting a lot better at releasing stuff. We've got the chapter 3 houses, we finally have IO props officially. The future is bright for creative, and I reckon we'll get a lot of this stuff in the future. So we're going to be able to make some really cool stuff, so that's great. Now I'm gonna, you know, go and teleport to a world where I'm interesting. Bye bye. No! I don't like this game.